Hey everybody, it's Ginger here with PetServices.Pro, a show for you and your pets. So if you're looking for a reptile friend and have never had a reptile before, then you are in the right place. I'm about to reveal the top 10 reptiles for beginners. We'll learn about why they are best, how long they tend to live, and what they eat, and more. I understand that choosing a reptile can be very confusing since there are so many to choose from, but don't worry because today I'm going to share with you the top 10 easiest reptiles to start with. So let's get into it. Why would anybody want a reptile? They are snakes and lizards and other creepy animals after all. Snakes bite, lizards are boring, so who wants that? Actually, snakes and lizards are wonderful, beautiful animals who have their own sweet personalities when tame, take to their owners, and enjoy being with them. They need the proper environment, heat, and humidity to be healthy, so please do your research on the ones you are interested in prior to getting one. It's also a great idea to locate a veterinarian in your area that will work with exotic pets so you know in advance where to go when your scaly friend needs medical care. Reptiles can have delicate skin, so make sure you learn to hold them properly. Just make sure to do your research. Okay, here we go. Number 1. The bearded dragon. This cute little lizard seems to always be smiling. They are friendly and docile, and they expand their beards to make themselves look bigger when they feel like they are in danger. They also will head bob to show dominance and may wave at you to show their submission. They are solitary, so you should only get one, but pay attention to them daily, and they are active during the day, so you will be able to interact with them. They should be kept in a 40-gallon tank or larger and have a tight-fitting screen for a lid. These little cuties can be quite the escape artists, so you'll want to prevent any means of escaping. They like to have fun and climb, so allow a big enough and high enough tank for them to move and stuff for them to climb on. Once they are tame, they can be let out of the tank sometimes and held. They come from dry, warm climates in the wild, so you'll want to give them that kind of environment in their living space. They are omnivores, so feed them plants and insects. They enjoy leafy greens and insects that you can buy at the pet store. Feed your buddy once a day and remove any food they have not eaten that day. And fresh water, of course. Their average lifespan is 10 to 15 years. 2. Leopard Gecko. These little ones are beautiful and colorful. They are small, so they don't need a lot of living space. They're not very active, which can make them easier to hold, but will jump if startled, so hold them over a table or someplace where they won't fall far if they jump. And you can even train them. These lizards do not need to be misted. They prefer a drier climate. They don't need a large enclosure, so a 20-gallon tank or larger should work since they only grow to about 8 to 10 inches. They will possibly breed if you have more than one, but if you do, try to only have one male to several females. Males are territorial and they may fight. The ones you buy in pet stores are usually domestically bred rather than wild-caught. I would advise to only buy domestically bred animals, so make sure you are buying from a reputable pet source. They are insectivores and eat insects readily available at the pet store, preferably dusted with a vitamin and mineral supplement, which is also readily available at the pet store. Lizard geckos live about 20 years. 3. Crested geckos. The crested gecko is a cousin of the leopard gecko we just talked about. They are adorable with cute little spikes on the sides of its head. They are easy to handle when they get used to you and come in many colors. Remember that they don't like to be handled much though, and never to handle a lizard by its tail. Geckos can release their tail when held by it and it won't grow back. They are hardy, healthy, and nocturnal, but active in the evening, so will be able to entertain you in the evenings. They like the same environment and food as the leopard gecko we just talked about. 4. Blue-tongued skink. What an unusual creature. This very cute Australian lizard has a bright blue tongue it flashes to ward off danger and attract mates. Very pretty. He has a short tail and dull teeth. He's very smart, tames easily, and is calm and quiet, but has lots of personality. He's a bigger lizard, so a 40-gallon tank or bigger is good for him. They are from drier, warmer climates. They are omnivores, so feed them live insects such as crickets and mealworms and frozen pinky mice and leafy greens. These beauties live 10 to 15 years. 5. Corn snakes. Even if you don't like snakes, you should consider this one. They are beautiful snakes. Also, they're very docile, don't grow very large, and are active in the morning and evening, so they will rest when you are at work. They don't mind being handled either. They are native to the United States and prefer a normal house temperature and humidity, so they're easy to keep. They are a smaller snake, coming in at about 3 to 5 feet, so a 20-gallon tank or bigger is a good size. They do like to escape, so make sure the lid is tight. They are carnivores, so they prefer to dine on frozen mice you can easily find at the pet store. The corn snake lives 15 to 20 years. 6. Russian tortoise. The Russian tortoise is a great pet for beginners because they are small and almost everyone loves a tortoise. They don't move very fast and aren't scary to children. They are docile and are active, and they like to be with their owners. Did I mention they're cute? Even though they are small, usually about 5 to 10 inches, they should have about an 8-foot enclosure to live in or bigger. They like to dig, so be aware of that if you take them into the yard sometimes, or if you keep them around your houseplants. They are low maintenance and fairly hardy, enjoying a dry environment, and can adapt to various temperatures, so the household temperature is good for them. Note that if the temperature does dip too low, they tend to want to get lethargic and want to try to hibernate. They eat leafy greens, fruits, and vegetables, so keep them away from your houseplants because they may eat those too. They live over 40 years, so they're a long-term companion. 7. Rosy Boa. This is another beautiful snake. They come in many colors and are entertaining. They're gentle, docile, and like to be held, and don't bite very much, and they're easy keepers. They are active during the afternoon and evening, so they'll greet you when you come home from work. They prefer a drier, warmer environment and are native to the United States. A 20-gallon tank or bigger would work for them since they only grow up to 4 feet or so. They are carnivores, so feed them frozen mice from the pet store. Rosy boas live about 30 years. 8. Milk snake. A what? The milk snake. Really? Honest. This is a small snake that is docile, sweet, and friendly. He can be tamed easily, and they are colorful. He does this cute tail shake to imitate the rattlesnake when he feels like he's in danger. They can be kept in a smaller tank, say 20 gallons or so, because they grow about 5 feet and prefer a drier climate and a temperature of about 20 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. They like to burrow, so if you don't see him, he might have dug down. The milk snake does not drink milk. They like mice. Feed him a frozen mouse from the pet store. They live about 20 to 30 years. 9. The green anole. The green anole is a lizard. It's green. Bright green. Very pretty. It's also active during the day and is good for kids because they're fun to watch. They're fast though, so they are not the best candidates if you want to hold them. They really don't like to be held, and just like the geckos, their tails can detach. They have a colorful pouch just under their chin that they expand. These lizards are common, so they are easy to find at the pet store. They can live in a smaller tank, about 10 gallons or more, since they grow up to 8 inches, including their tail, but the tank needs constant upkeep to keep it clean, and lizards are healthy. They can be messy, and fecal material and uneaten food has to be removed daily. They are native to the southeast United States, so they like humid, warm environment and be misted daily. They like to escape, so make sure that the tank lid fits tightly or weigh it down. Feed them insects. They eat those. They can live 4 to 8 years. 10. The chameleon. This little guy is my personal favorite, but it really is not exactly for the beginner since their care is a bit more scientific, but they are hardy, and once you get their care down, they're easy to care for. They can stress easily, so do your research before getting one. Having said this, they are cute. They change colors and are fascinating to watch. Their eyes go in different directions, and they have hands that wrap around things. They like to climb too. In the wild, they live in trees, so have stuff for them to climb on most of the time. Their tank should be tall, obviously. They can grow up to 25 inches, and they're solitary, so only get one per tank. They eat insects and greens. Their lifespan is about 3 to 10 years. So, there you have it. If you're interested in discovering more about the care of reptiles, then be sure to check out ball python care at the first link in the description. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos helping you care for your pets and more. And I will see you on the next video. Take care.